And there we go. I'll do my normal Discord promo stuff, and I won't do anything else. I do not often promo myself, and it shows. Hi, Mono. Ah, Jesus. Here's your ticket, Mono. Welcome to the office. The boss will be in to see you later, probably. I don't know if Kurt's actually streaming tonight. What am I doing? What? Mono! Thank you so much for the subscription, Mono. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Every little bit helps. I don't think I've gotten a single Twitch paycheck this year. Hold on. Okay, no. I got one in March. And that's it. I've only gotten one in March. I've been meaning to update that. Let me actually do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Wish I could send more. Recently got hit with a pay cut at work, so it's difficult. Ugh, yeah, no, take care of yourself. Every little bit helps me, but like, I've got some cut hours because everyone's kind of got some cuts going on. It's the slow season. But just make sure you take care of yourself first. I'm also still got my laptop fund. And at this point that I am in, if I log into my bank account to double check, let me finish promoing myself before I start getting into this shit, but... But, I guess I'm multitasking. I'm doing both. Brain wants to do both. But... Eek. Oh my god, that's why I don't have as much money as I thought I did. Adobe took out their stupid cut. because I technically have enough for the laptop. I just don't have that much left over after that. Yeah, as soon as I buy my laptop, my sister's gonna be infinitely richer than me. But that's fine, I'll make it back. My last few paychecks have been really small, this next paycheck's going to be a little bit bigger. Thank you, Mother's Day. Always good to save money to have enough for yourself afterwards. Oh yeah, I'm desperately just scratching at the walls. However, we win these, we take these, we take these. Can't have a W without some L's. Speaking of which, my ADHD is going all over the place. My mom is so expensive, she wants Popeyes and wings for Mother's Day. That's honestly not that expensive, considering most mothers want like $50 like flower pots and like hundreds of dollars worth of chocolates and flowers and whatever. Yeah. How's it going? You been doing good? I think I advertised everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I did my Discord advertisements. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing I've been very lazy lately, as my stream history can tell. I've only been doing 1 or 2 streams a week lately. Things have been wild, IRL. I'm awake and able to be here for once. That's good. That's good. I hope you've been getting good sleep. Now on the wings for my family, and it's about $50 on just wings. You know what? Yeah, if it's wings for one person, it's not that expensive. But if it's for everybody, yeah, no. Wings get a little pricey. I've been there. I just recovered from a chaotic period, so I feel that. Yeah. I've been in a period where I don't know what to stream, or the things I want to stream, I don't have the ability to stream it yet. Like, River's gotten me into hand cam streams, and I'm like, damn it, I don't have a camera. Or at least not a good camera. I technically have a camera, quote unquote, but it does not, it is not that great. And it's not mine either, it's my sister's, so I would have to ask if she even uses it. And then I'd have to learn how to use it, and ugh. And then my headset mic that I use normally, like that I'm using right now, it's super quiet. I've turned it up as much as I can on my end. Everyone constantly complains how quiet I am. And also the sound is starting going out in the headphones in general, so I think it's just the fact that they're dying and they're on their last legs. So, I'm gonna have to start using my nice professional mic all the time. But I've gotta actually... I'm hoping I have some stuff to reduce static on it. But man, static is still a big issue on that stupid mic. I've had that too. I've been having chat decide what I'm up to playing, because the input helps. Yeah, I usually don't have too active a chat to have like a vote or anything. It's usually just the one person or 3 people in chat where it's like, oh, what do you guys feel like? You got a throne yet? Yeah, I do. I've got stuff on my throne. My Yeti's the same way. Yeah, I love my Revelator. I really do. But I actually recently bought my sister something. Or not recently, it was last month. I bought my sister something, and the packaging for that thing came with like, it's not foam, but it's like that like fluffy cloth, almost foam material. And I'm like, oh, this would probably make a really good base for my mic. But I haven't tested it yet. I missed you a few times and cursed myself. Yeah, other than my Monday streams, which I will never miss, I have not been streaming that much. I usually lurk for the most part, and that's perfectly fine. Ah! Brave. I tend to lurk as well. Like, I was lurking in videos stream earlier because he's speedrunning right now. And yeah, my work has been scheduling me a lot of like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. shifts, so I've been out of it. Which game? I think it's Wind Waker. Like, I don't know if he's a part of a tournament or what, but he's doing something. Let me mute the tab and let me go see what the fuck he's up to. Yeah, Wind Waker. Winners bracket round 2, no cam, PNG tuber in the works, which I am excited about. Yeah, okay, it's a randomizer. Wind Waker randomizer. Mini Blins S2. Oh! Ooh, he just finished a run. 1 minute 20 or 1 hour 28 minutes 49 seconds and 31 milliseconds. Or did he finish a run, or is this phase 2 of the final boss? I think he's around the final boss-ish area. Either way, he's doing good. I imagine you're drained. Honestly, yeah, I've been very physically drained. Plus, IRL, nothing bad has been happening, but things have been changing, and of course people like familiarity. So when things start changing, they have to adjust to it, and so a lot of things have been changing at once, to where I'm like, okay, I'll get used to this. I just don't know when. Like, my metabolism has been going insane lately. I am hungry all the time, even though I eat the exact same amount I usually do. And I do not know why. And I don't work any more than usual. In fact, I'm working less because my hours have been cut. And then with that, there's also, I'm trying to juggle, my sister's finally getting work, so I'm trying to juggle whenever we do meals and we get off. And I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to buy less food, but still make the same amount of food, which is a struggle. Oh my god. I have no time to cook all this food, but I need to. Cooking saves me money, but not so much time. And time is a valuable asset that I unfortunately need. And then some other stuff that's going on. I need to try randomizers, but they're mostly for games I haven't finished legit first. I'm afraid I wouldn't have much fun with them yet. That's kind of where I am. I could do a Pokemon randomizer, but any other game I haven't played enough to be able to randomize it. Yeah. Hi, Scratchy! That's how I feel, yeah. Adjustments take a lot out of you. It might be your thyroid, that's what happened to me. And then I gained a bunch of weight suddenly. It's all thyroid related. See, I haven't gained any weight. I haven't gained or lost any weight in a while. For my dad, what he said, it was his metabolism does that every once in a while. Like every couple of years or so. He said it's either really good to, I'm not sure if this is him talking out his ass or not, but he said to either fast or just like eat more intermittently. So like you're not hungry but you're not full all the time. Which I already try to do anyway, so that doesn't help me. But I definitely know I'm not supposed to eat more than what I've been eating. But I don't think I'm supposed to eat any less either. I'll eat less on days where I don't really do that much because I'm not using as much energy, but I still make sure to have the basic meals, and if I'm sad or tired, then I'm like, when was the last time I ate? When was the last time I drank water? And when was the last time I showered? Those are the 3 main things where I'm like, if these do not solve my issue, then I need to do something else. I love eating cooked food but making it for myself when I could be playing games. For me, it's... I try to... I have issues with scheduling, probably because of ADHD. But everybody I know that I like hanging out with on a regular basis does not have a very set schedule. Or... Oh my god! Oh my god, video... Oh no, I'm lurking in my own stream now! Oh no! Hi! Hi! How's it going? I saw the speed run went well. It was like an hour and a half-ish. Hi! I hope that's a good time. I don't know enough about speedruns to know if that was a good time or not, but I was lurking. We were just talking about you actually before we got into food talk. I tend to eat in snacks normally. I haven't been snacking lately, but I have periods where I don't snack and periods where I snack a lot. Like, I change my habits semi-often. I lost the race, but damn, it was close. Oh! That's the fastest I've ever done a random. Insanely good. What was the time for the fastest? Like, was it... Like, you were like 128, 129? Was theirs like 127 or something? All about the snacks. 125. Ah, okay. A valiant effort, though. That's great. Oh my god. I love that for you. Well, thank you so much for the raid. They finished the last boss as I started to climb up to it. Damn. Hey, I count that as a win in our book, because you got the fastest time that you've personally gotten. If I knew one strategy, I would have won. Oh, that sucks, buddy. Well, you know what? If you and Lunar are both home, you guys can make a very nice cooked lunch celebration. You can ask for, like, some stir fry or something. Or a really big salad. Because I don't know if you guys already ate lunch or not. Or just a little celebration snack. If you still have some leftover raspberries from that cheesecake, you could have some raspberries. Everyone congratulate video. Best speedrunner. XQC who? Speedrun, I don't know what other speedrun channels there are. I don't even know if that's a speedrunning channel. Speedrunning channels who? I don't know them. All I know is video. Yes, chef. She's gonna make udon! Ooh! Udon these nuts. Anyway, that was the brain cell talking. Udon good. I like udon. Normally when I do a randomizer, I shoot for 2 hours. Interesting. I like... the games I like are way too long, usually, for me to speedrun stuff. I got ads, 1 second. I'm so glad there wasn't an I in there that I almost mentally added one. That would have changed the sentence just a little bit. Yeah, we've just been chilling here. Just talking about life right now, because I haven't been streaming as often. Haven't been super motivated to do so, just because I'm trying to sort out real life and then also figure out what the heck I want to stream, because I have 2 sub-goal things I need to stream, which is Community Days for 7 Days to Die, which I do want to do, and then there's also the PMD randomizer. I need to do that, but ads over. Hell yeah. But other than my sub-goal streams, I don't know what the hell to stream. Like, I'm trying to go through my Steam library, and usually when I'm bored, I'll start achievement hunting, or I'll go to either Inscription or Puyo Puyo Tetris. I don't know why, but my brain, when it gets bored, decides, hey, I want to do puzzles or card games that I'm not good at. And I'm like, why? Why do we like going to Tetris? Did you see the one game I mentioned? I did, hold on. I did see it. I forgot the name. Hold on. Animal Well. Not Animal Farm. My brain was like, Animal Farm? But it's a Metroidvania. Hold on. I'm gonna add that to my wish list, actually. My wish list of 307 items will now be 308. I have way too many items in there. Oh, this looks cute. Oh, I love this style. I had one Metroid game, and I was so bad at it, but I used to spend hours trying to figure out that stupid game. I was watching someone play it this morning, and it straight up is a puzzle Metroidvania. I'm super bad at Metroidvanias, but I love them. I love them so much. Alright. I love how, like, pixelated it is. Similar to Terraria, don't say that. I hate Terraria. No hate on Terraria, though. It's not for me. Oh, Hollow Knight. I need to play, I think I have Hollow Knight. Metroidvanias are my faves. I can't think, hold on. What constitutes a Metroidvania that I've actually played? I've never played Cave Story, I've never played Owlboy. I've never played Dust. I guess Super Metroid really is the only Metroidvania that I've played. Oh no. Or no, it was Metroid Fusion. That's the game that I had. I recognize the logo. It was Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advanced, I believe. Hades is not really a Metroidvania, I feel like. I feel like that's more... It's more a, something else. But Hollow Knight I have, and I've been interested in playing it. I need to. There's quite a few things I need to play. Cave Story is so good. Later, have a good day. Have a good day, video! Go get some snacks! Nom 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 nom. They have a 2.5D style of Cave Story. Still prefer the original. I've heard of Cave Story. I've just never played it. It's like one of the only ones of this genre I've actually heard of. But in the midst of me, like, trying to organize my games to figure out what I want to play, when I get bored, if I'm not doing a puzzle game that I'm really bad at, I will start achievement hunting in games that I've already finished, or... Because I'm not a 100% person, but if I really like a game, then I'll try to find, like, little secrets about it, or I'll try to feel a sense of accomplishment by doing something. I like achievements a lot. And some games I purely like because they only have, like, 3 to 5 achievements, and I'm like, I can do that as long as it's not a difficult game. I can get all these achievements. But there's also some games... I'll either start from the top of my list or the bottom of my list, because it goes in alpha numerical order. and I just play whatever's at the top or bottom. So if your game starts with a number or the letter Z, I'm more likely to play that game versus everything in the middle. Do you like horror? The Mummy Demastered is a great beginner's choice for horror Metroidvania. The what? Huh? The Mummy Demastered. Oh. Hold on. Let me look at the trailer. Fantasy violence. Yeah. Okay, so Universal, it is The Mummy. Okay. This definitely looks like a game Kurt would love. I will add it to my wish list to look at it later. Based on the bad Mummy movie, but the game is awesome. Yeah, that's what I was like. Sometimes the video game adaptations are for some reason better, but it's usually only for bad movies. They have good video games, and I don't know why. Or really oddly fun, even though they look like they shouldn't be fun. Like, I used to be obsessed with a lot of the old movie tie-in GBA games for, like, Shark Tale, Finding Nemo, and Over the Hedge. They weren't the best, but they were actually enough fun for me to go back and play them whenever I'd get bored. Especially the stupid, I hate golf games, but Over the Hedge had a golf game it was like Hammy's, like, it was basically the squirrel, and he had a golf game, and I don't know why. It was just a really cheap game I got from somebody, because I ended up getting really cheap games from the bargain bin as gifts. And I was just like, you know what, this isn't that bad. You know what, this is pretty fun. For all that it's worth, I'm not mad, because, like, it was a story-based golf game. And I was pleasantly surprised. I remember that crack-induced squirrel. Yeah, he was wild. Yeah. Ugh. And then there's some other stuff that isn't bugging me in real life, but it's just constantly in the back of my head to where I'm like, I want to think about something other than this for a little bit, but my brain won't let me. Because it's important stuff. I need to be thinking about it, but I need a break. I need a break, and then I can think about it. Because I need to properly assess the sauce. Like, I'm just wading through the ocean, and the sea has some new currents that I just need to get used to. My demons are not my best friend. Aw, I'm sorry, Anya. Thankfully, one of my demons is my best friend. One of them, at least. And, we get along semi-well. Enough to where it's more of a symbiotic relationship. Like Venom. Like Venom and Eddie Brock. Only one of them, though. The rest of them kinda suck. But even then, it's not perfect. And it is mostly relationship related, which, it's long distance. I can't see my girlfriends all the time. I'm in a poly. I have multiple girlfriends. I can't be with every single one all at once, all the time. Because even I get tired of that. Because, like, I want it, but I have a low social battery, especially lately. It's been lower than usual, so I can't stay in call as long as I usually do, and we haven't been calling as much because of schedule conflicts, and then something else has been happening that isn't bad. It's not, and my girlfriend worries that I'm taking it badly. I'm just not used to it right now, so I need to get used to it. What an analogy. Venom. We can't talk about my social battery. I don't know what's wrong with my social battery. Sometimes I feel like it's low, and then it has like a weird second wind to where I'm like, I thought we didn't want to talk to anyone. Why do we suddenly want to talk to people? And then other times I want to talk to someone. The second I get in call with them, I have nothing to talk about. Or maybe we talk for 5 minutes and I want to leave. And I'm like, we bugged this person to get into a call. Why do we want to leave? Social battery is non-existent lately. I pat you all. I kick myself. I'm no more proactive around everyone. I just get drained so fast. Dumbass, stop taking everything personally or assuming you're new. Yeah. It's too much. It's literally yesterday, sound was hurting my skin. Like, the outside of my skin, because I was in a call with, like, 3 different people that were doing 2 different things. So they were having 2 different conversations. I was listening to music, and I was playing Puyo Puyo Tetris, so I had the sound on. I had the music off for the game, because I get overloaded with that music. But I had my own music, and then I was trying to, like, do I have to add to this conversation, or am I just not in this conversation? So I'm constantly trying to weave, are they having their conversation, or are they trying to bring me into the conversation, because they feel bad if I'm not a part of it, but I have nothing to talk about, so I'm just not in it. And I was at some point, I, like, lost a Tetris level, and suddenly my skin was prickling, and I was like, ugh, I'm allergic to noise. Turn off the music. Deafen the call. Huh. And then sometimes when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, what helps me is me turning off the light in my room. I've started noticing if I turn off my light, I can think better. My thinking becomes way more clear. So I'll turn off the light in my room. And I'll, because I only have one not that powerful light. It's just enough to light up the room when I need light. And so if I turn it off, I've got my windows, especially during the day. And if it's really, really bad, if I really am tired and out of it, not having a good time, but I need to talk and think, I close my eyes and, like, lay back in my chair in the dark. And then I speak, because my mental process will create a scenario in my head that helps generate thought a little better. It's really hard to explain, but I've almost got a VTubing rig inside my head. Like, I stream inside my head, which is another reason why I find streaming too often hard, is because I'm already streaming to myself all the time. Same with drawing and animating. I animate in my own head to where when I want to actually do it, I'm tired because I've been doing it all day mentally, which is a problem. I don't have lights on at night unless I need them. It drives people nuts during the day. I'll stay in dark rooms. They call me a mole. I think it's a spectrum thing. ADHD. Yeah, no, mine's an ADHD thing, I'm almost certain. The dark triggers my trauma. Oh, or the light triggers my, okay. For me, the dark, I guess because, you know what? I think mine's actually trauma-based as well. Not trauma, but, like, when I was a kid, I had really bad insomnia, which I still kind of on and off have insomnia. But I've been a lot better at managing it without medication or anything. I have ASMR, I'll tire myself out more, and that's fine. But as a kid, I would just lay awake staring at the ceiling and making up stories for myself. So the dark reminds me of that, which makes me think, oh, I can create freely whatever I want as long as it's dark. And it's better if it's up in my head, which is why I talk to myself when I feel like I'm going crazy. So I'll do it at work. I'll just start talking to myself every once in a while to keep myself from going insane, which sucks if someone happens to be there and I do not notice. But at this point, I own up to it. I'm like, buddy, you do not have any right. I am crazy. Do not approach me. And then, I don't know, I always liked the dark. My old house, we had a swing set that I've had since I was, or we had, since I was like a kid, like a baby. And I would swing on it when I just, and listen to music, when I just needed to get away from it all. I would just swing, listen to music, and think. And create little movies up in my head. And I would call that meditation, which it's more like maladaptive daydreaming, but I wouldn't do it often enough for it to actually be that bad, so it wasn't really maladaptive. It was just daydreaming meditation, a kind of creative outlet. And if I noticed I had to do it more often, then I knew I had something going on I needed to fix. I'm crazy, do not approach me. We are the same. Swinging with music is my meditation. I have to go to the park to get to a swing set, though. I don't have a swing set anymore. And specifically, I would swing at night. Unless it was winter, then I'd have to... It's too cold. So I'd have to wait, like, right at the beginning of evening when it just got dark. And I could only be out there for, like, an hour or two. However... Sometimes I'd get so lost in my head, it wouldn't matter how cold it was. I'd be out there, and then once my story's over, or I get to a good stopping point, or I'm tired of meditating and I want to go do something, my productivity starts welling up. I'm like, okay, battery recharged, time to go back in. The second I get off the swing, I'm like, God, it's freezing! Frick! How long have I been out here? And then my face is cold, my nose is cold, everything's cold. The light's always on. The dark triggers my trauma. My mom used darkness. Oh. I pat you, Mono. I'm so sorry. I just put more layers on the snow. I used to swing until my iPod died. Same! And if I didn't charge my iPod, I would literally just sit there like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Like, if I forgot to charge it, I would just not be able to function for a little while. Especially considering my iPod's from middle school. It's I think it's an iPod Nano 5? Something like that. It's really old. And it can't keep a charge for that long, so I have to constantly have it on the charger in case Currently, if I need a quick meditation fix, I just put my face in front of my air conditioner, I lay down, and I'll either stretch, or I'll just hug a pillow, or I'll do something to get into my own head. But every once in a while, if it's during the day, I'll go to the park. I don't like walking around here at night, because if I'm outside my own head, I can't constantly survey my surroundings, but if I'm constantly surveying my surroundings, I can't get into my own head to meditate. So it's like a double-edged sword. I'm either anxious because I'm too watchful, or I'm anxious because I'm not watchful enough. During the day, I'm fine. I had a Nano like 3 or something. Meltdowns are no fun. Yeah, I'd bring like my phone, and I'd use my phone. When I was a kid in car rides, I would look out the window and just get lost in the scenery, and I'd have my shitty Game Boy Advanced headphones that Nintendo made, and I would listen to stuff on my Game Boy, or my DS later, where it was, I'd either listen to the PMD soundtrack, or I'd listen to Lavender Town, or it's usually Pokemon. I would go to a town and I'd listen to it. You know what? Sometimes during or after a meditation, I will notice things that I probably would not have normally. Like, the things are still there. It's not like I like I hallucinated something. But like, I used to notice in the summer, because I'm in Texas, I would see bats at night because I'm suddenly out there more often at night. And I started making friends with spiders and possums and raccoons, and I started feeding them, and like all this beautiful stuff where I was just more in tune with nature for a little while. And then whenever I go out to the park, I see people with their kids, and I see like all this, like I'll see guys playing guitars for tips. One guy was playing an accordion for tips. People bike riding because we have like a little bike rack over there that has like these electric bikes you can pay to ride around. And then some people just bring their own bikes. We have like bike clubs here that like soup up their bikes and they sit in this Mexican restaurant parking lot and talk about their bikes. And then like I've seen someone take wedding photos in that park before. And it's just like, wow, I like people watching. And then that park also has tables that double as chessboards. Like it's built into the table. Like there's marble that's a black and white checkerboard. And so I would play checkers and chess on my own against myself and see who wins. And I would usually use the checkerboard after my meditation to be like, hey, what do I want to do when I get home? Or like best 2 out of 3, and we'll see does white or black win. It was like a little social experiment. I wish we had bats. I'm fine with spiders as long as they're not on me. The swing set I was on, I constantly had to move the spiders off of it because they loved being over there. That's where a lot of the bugs were. But I'd have to move them to the other side of the swing set that I didn't use, because there was a specific side that I liked using. Yeah, no, if there's like there was one time I was people watching, and there was a whole bunch of like there's a lot of field trips of like elementary schoolers that go to the park to just do whatever. And as long as I stay far enough away from them, I'm fine, but sometimes if there's too many little kids, I have to swing really slow because kids will just run in front of me and I'm like, I am not trying to hit a child. And other times I give up my swing so a kid can have it because there's not that many swings. And I don't want the parents to think I'm weird because I'm just at the park alone swinging. But that's how it be. And sometimes kids will look at me and I'm like, don't perceive me. So I always, I started to bring my sketchbook when I would swing at that park so that I could have a secondary activity to do. In case both the checkers and the swings were taken, because there were only 2 tables, one for checkers, one for chess, and then a handful of swings. But there's one day, I think there were 2 different elementary schools, and they both met there, and so the kids were playing, having, like, fun, whatever. And then, like, a whole, like, horde of, like, shirtless gym bros were, like, running back and forth through the park and, like, stopping somewhat close to where the kids were, because that's where the water fountain was, so it's, like, they had to go get water, they were thirsty. But, like, they're trying to, like, avoid the kids, and the kids are just running everywhere, and I'm like, man, there's too many people at the park today. And then some guys were trying to bike through the park and realized now there's too many kids here. I thought I was alone. You are not alone, Ami. I shake your hand. They'd come flying by me. I'd always have to be aware. Yeah, no. And then sometimes people would bring, like, because it's a really dog-friendly park, so people would bring their dogs, but they'd also bring, like, puppies. So they'd have a toddler and a puppy. So one time there's a toddler walking this new, like, fresh-looking puppy. And so the puppy's excited and the toddler's excited, and they're just both let loose, free into the world. And I was like, what are you doing? They're so close to the swings. Watch your child and your puppy. Please. They're trying to escape. And SCP is escaped containment. Like, yeah, they can be free, I worry about them. Like, I worry that other people aren't watching out. Because on one hand, I want kids to be free to just kind of do what they want and be safe to do so they can figure out right and wrong their goddamn self. But on the other hand, I want parents to watch their kids a little more closely. So they can swoop in if there is actually trouble or someone else isn't paying attention. Not necessarily it being the kid's fault. Aw, man. Thankfully, adults in my community usually watch their kids. They either watch them, like, super, super close or not close at all. Yeah, no, thankfully I've never hit a kid, but I've had to do that, like the park is full of wood chips, so I'd have to brake by shoving my shoes into the wood chips, and I'd get wood chips all up in my shoes, and I'm like, ah, texture. But then the kid's just looking at me deer in headlights, and I'm like, are you good? Could you not be over here? Man, some kids, I swear. And then some kids, they just don't have awareness. Like, I don't know if it's just because they weren't taught, or they... The thing that bugs me the most is when I'm at the store, and a kid is attached to a phone or iPad, to where I'm like, I can't judge you because I don't know how often you do this, but if you do this all the time, you are rotting that kid's brain, and it bothers the hell out of me. I love parents that, like, hey, you want to hold this? Like, hey, grab this for me. Like, one time a dad was like, oh, this is on the top shelf, and he picked up his kid to grab the item for him. Like, as a fun thing to do. And I'm like, please, more of this. I want to see this in the store. I don't want to see people just like, okay, shut up, here's my phone, watch the dancing fruit. Like, I do that to myself. I know how much it's not good for you. Oh my god, that kid. Better than most folks. Lots of them will just fly through residential like it's the freeway. Yeah, no, people who do like 60 in a 20 area, like a community area, fuck those people. This isn't a highway. Oh, man. Yeah. However, if I do see a kid, like, if I see a kid watching something, I'll usually, like, try to snoop if I can, and I'll see what they're watching, because I'm nosy. And if they're watching, like, something like Cocomelon, then I'm just, like, shake my head. I hope that kid doesn't watch it that often. Like, that's garbage. But if a kid's watching Bluey, then I'm like, no. I'm okay with this. They shouldn't be watching that all the time, because they shouldn't be watching anything all the time. But I'll take Bluey over Cocomelon any day. Any day of the week. Bluey's good for you. This is like, I was raised by the TV, and I was raised by good educational television versus trashy cartoons. Even though I did watch trashy cartoons, the majority of what I watched was public access educational television. Which is why I was a nerd, and I was well behaved, and I was emotionally mature for my age, so people thought I was like, oh, you're like an adult, and I'm like, no, I just watched things that taught me lessons adults should have been teaching me, but I happened to learn it through the TV. And other kids just didn't because they watched Nickelodeon all the time. My sweet spot for driving is like 30. Somewhere between 20 and 30 is usually where I'm always going. And whenever I'm like behind a slow car, I'll check to see how fast we're going. And if it's between 20 and 30, then I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't know why I'm trying to speed. But if they're going like 10 or something, then I'm like, oh my god, you better be turning soon. And you just don't have your blinker on. Like, what's going on? Are you talking on the phone? Are you thinking? What are you doing? But if they're going like 50 or someone's trying to tailgate me and then pass me and I'm going like 40 and a 30, then I'm like, bruh, pass me. There's no one here. They're legit concerned. Bluey's great. Yeah, Bluey's quote unquote a kid show, but it's got stuff for adults to where it's a family show. I I hate the highway. I'm not gonna lie. If I try to go over 40, I start getting motion sick. And there's also certain bumps in the road near where I work where I have to slow down, otherwise my stomach flops when I drive over that bump. Plus, it's not good for your suspension anyway. Dude, as much as I don't like my early shifts, when it's the early shift or the late shift, me going to work super early or getting off work super late, and there's no one on the road, I'm like, oh, I can drive as fast or as slow as I want. And I can have my music on, and especially when it's like lightly raining, like not pouring, but like drizzling to where just enough you can hear it, but it's not obstructing your vision and you can't see anything. You can still see, but you get that rain ambiance, and then you put on some like sad music or some somber music, and you're like, yeah, this is a drive, and it feels like a meditation in itself. And then there's also, if I'm in a really bad mood and I have to do a car ride, I'll start putting on some like not quite screamy music, but music I know I can keep up with and I can sing and I know the lyrics to. That's a lot more hardcore. And I will just start scream singing along with it. And it's like, I've had my release. I feel better now. A 15-minute drive of nothing but screaming. And not at the road. My turn in Fortnite. I shall return. Good luck. I hope you get a victory royale. I haven't been looking at my stream manager because I already have a manager up. Now this song is driving me crazy because I've been listening to it for almost an hour. So we're gonna go to the next one. No copyright sounds, you're very hit or miss, but you know what? That one for a while was okay. Light rain, I typically don't slow much. If it's heavy enough that I'm losing visibility, I'll slow down. A lot of people don't bother though. Same with fog. Yeah, no. I will slow down if there is anything like obstructing my vision. I do not want to hit anybody.
Just wish you knew.
But I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing. I have nothing going on right now. Oh, this person's model is really cute. Hi, Fran. How's it going?
Just wish you knew.
see. Answering some stuff on Twitter. Maybe it's because people here are nuts, and it's from riding with too many drivers who aren't cautious, but Scratchy, I'm the same way. My dad isn't reckless, but he drives really fast, and my mom is a super reckless driver. And I'm like, bro, why? And like my grandma's like the safest driver in comparison. Like she still is a little slow, and in that way she's not the safest, but she's way safer than the rest of my family. And so I take more after her. I'm like, I'd rather be slow than way too fast. Doing good, managed to fix my PC yesterday without breaking banks. That's a huge plus. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Here, I'm gonna do a free newt for the fixed computer. Newt! I'm still trying to save money for my new laptop, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Now I'm sucked into the Twitter rabbit hole. I don't know why people always have to be in such a rush on city streets. You will not save time by being fast and aggressive. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Oh man, I saw this really nice art post, and then right below it, it was the Monster Prom account talking about Nico from MonsterCon, who's a mimic shapeshifter. And I'm like, we've got a clown and a shapeshifter. I am so in this game. And then like the Phantom of the Opera looking jackass. Hell yeah. Oh my god, burb. This is something I need to show Acid, actually. Acid loves birds. Oh my god. Oh my god. So apparently the creator, I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter lately, but people have been obsessed with this like blank comic template where it's like, oh, what do you like? This thing? And the people think one thing, but they're thinking another thing. Like there's two different definitions of that word, and it's been blowing up. I've been seeing it everywhere. The original creator of the comic was like, I thought this was another dumb comic. What happened? And they're just like, how'd this blow up? It's so funny. I love it so much. Oh. I am 100%. I'm tagging Lunar. Congrats on the autism! And it's a cake. I'm sending that to River, actually. Oh, a lot of these are reposted from a different account. Yeah, because I saw these posts yesterday, so now I'm seeing them again today. Get your shapeshifter clan. I thought clowns are already shapeshifter. I'm a shapeshifter. Clowns can be shapeshifters. I don't think it's necessarily like every clown probably can't shapeshift, and every shapeshifter definitely isn't a clown, but there is overlap. Congrats on the autism. Okay, I didn't think I was getting called out. This cake is so funny. I love this cake. Did I save it? No, it's still the bird post. Hold on. I gotta send that cake to a few people. I'm also lurking in someone's chat. I'm trying to lurk in chats more often. I am sending the cake. Cake has been sent. I try to lurk in chats as much as possible. I need to be better at chatting, but I'm not even good at lurking. So, like, I need to be better at both. You know what? This song's actually kind of sweet. So, I need to BRB real quick because I need to go to the bathroom. But when I get back, I'll figure out what the fuck I'm actually doing. And it's not gonna be being on Twitter. I'm getting off of Twitter. I had stuff to do, but I already did some of it before stream, and I was like, damn it, I was gonna do that on stream, because it's a very secretarial thing. Like, accessing my work's stock plan. I had some secretary stuff planned. I had some real secretary work planned, and I did it already by accident. I did it automatically, and I didn't mean to. My secretary instinct is a bit too strong. This week is super busy and even open. Yeah. Kind of a chill day now, the big rush over. I got my mint tea. Oh, fuck yeah. So I will be right back. You guys have fun with Jeff. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Very short break. I also I have a protein bar in my room, and I was getting a little peckish, so I went to go grab it. Protein. I basically am a secretary at work, all the paperwork. I don't mind secretarial tasks as long as it's what I'm supposed to do. I don't like doing secretarial tasks that someone else is supposed to be doing. I'm like, bruh. Yeah, alright. Let's go to the next song, so that I'm not on a loop with that last one. It was a nice one, but I don't think I want to stay on loop. Now, the thing about me lurking in chats of different streams is I tend to lurk in whoever has the least amount of viewers, just because it's half I feel bad and half I want them to do well, because everyone I follow is someone I will constantly follow and then unfollow people if I no longer enjoy watching their streams, because that's what you're supposed to do. You follow a person because you enjoy actually watching their streams. And so I will unfollow people if I do not enjoy their streams. And so whoever's the lowest on the... This song funky. I'm gonna loop this one for a little bit. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. We're derailed. You cannot see it, but I'm dancing right now. But yeah, what the hell was I saying? Train has left the station. Same dev, same. But yeah, no, I lurk in whoever's the lowest viewer count. So even though I like a lot of the high view count accounts, I don't watch them super often. I end up watching their VODs or YouTube stuff. And when it comes to actual streamers, and like streams and stuff, I go for either friends or whoever's on the lowest viewer count. And so like I have a clown account that I'm currently... Which I'm pretty sure they've raided me a number of times before, because we both are in the clown server. But they're Rotting Coffee. They're pretty cool. I'm pretty sure their vibes are pretty chill, but I don't lurk in their streams super often. You're saying you unfollow people you did? Yeah. So I'm constantly cleaning out, like if I'm watching a stream and I don't enjoy it, sometimes I'll go back to past streams to be like, why did I follow you in the first place? Did I follow you for a specific reason? Is this just a stream that isn't for me? But if I can consistently think of a few different streams where I was not having any fun, or they don't look at chat super consistently, because I like people who respond to chat semi-often. They don't have to do it all the time, but semi-often. That's what makes it a stream in my eyes, is like, if I don't want you responding to chat, then I'll watch a YouTube video. But... And then also people who have a nice voice, or a really cool VTuber model. But then if the vibe changes as well, sometimes I'll unfollow, because I'm like, I don't like this new vibe, and it just isn't for me. Isn't because I hate you, it's just because it's not for me. Yeah, that too, Fran. Sometimes bigger people, they don't notice all of your sometimes I'll freak out if I'm sending messages semi-regularly in a bigger streamer's chat, not thinking that they'll read it, and then they read it, and I'm like, ugh. Which is why I really like this channel called Office Drummer. He consistently has a very high view count, but he's almost always reading messages, and anytime I raid him, he's always thanked me for the raid, no matter how small. And also, his followers are constantly gifting subs, so almost always, if I chat, I will be gifted a sub. So I'm like, whoa, I can use the custom emotes now. And they're just emotes to jam out because he's a drummer. So he just does drum covers all the time. Just hours and hours of playing the drums, and I love it. I love people who play the drums so much. Most of the people I follow have a couple dozen viewers at most. Like, right now... Yeah, it's like... I've got a handful of people... where I've got like 5 big people, 6 big people right now. And one's doing a subathon, and the only reason he has a lower than usual view count is because he's sleeping right now, because he's in an entirely different time zone. But Shy Lily, Ots Darva, because he does really good Dead by Daylight content, but I don't really watch his stuff, so I've actually debated unfollowing him just because I haven't been able to get into his content lately. But I have a soft spot for him because I've been watching him for so long. Shoto, Cottontail VA, I have some fun sometimes in her chats. She's very interesting. And then Lord Aethelstan and Merryweather's the one who's sleeping right now. As far as smaller, mid-sized channels, Vapor Skull, who's another skeleton that Kurt used to raid all the time, and they used to raid Kurt, and they're in a skeleton server together. Mistress Doom is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Streamer that one of the streamers I like, Junk, he will occasionally play with her, and they hosted a tournament together, and that's how I found her and followed her. I don't really watch her content that often, but her model's super cute, and her vibes are super nice, so I stay posted. And then smaller streamers, I've got Kiddo Kitty, Puff, Pero, Katsune Niku, Aegis VT, and Rotting Coffee right now. Where Kiddo Kitty, I believe, is a friend of Amya. And then Puff Pero and Rotting Coffee are 2 clowns in the clown server that I follow. Katsune Niku is just a small Pokemon streamer, so they're always doing Pokemon streams, and I love Pokemon streams. I love Pokemon. So, like, hell yeah. Aegis VT... Oh yeah, Mistress Doom is also, like, Houndoom coded. Even though she's a Hellhound, she has, like, a little Houndoom looking model. And I love it so much. Aegis VT, who are you? Right. Hot guy. There's a weird category I have on Twitch where it's, okay, you're a hot guy with a nice voice. And so I'll put you on, like, ASMR in the background. But, a lot of them are genuinely very entertaining. The only drummer streamer I knew was 8-Bit Drummer. I followed him for a while, but I never watched any of his streams, so I actually unfollowed him. I feel bad. I only got 2 online right now. Kitty and yourself, and yeah, Amya and myself are friends, but okay. Because I know I got her from Amya, either raided her one time or something. And so I've been a semi-active chatter in her streams once or twice. But a lot of the girlier accounts, I get them mixed up. Because I'm like, who are you? Where'd I get you from? You mind send me that list? Which list? Jog my memory. I got lost in the sauce. I'm almost done with my protein bar. Never mind. No, what do you mean never mind? What do you want? Fran, tell me. The HMR guys list. You know? I forget I say things sometimes. And then I go back and I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm self-reported. There's also certain ASMR venues where I'm just like, okay, this guy has a very nice voice. I will take comfort in this voice. Sound is very comforting for me. It's not a call out, it's assistance. Scratchy out here being a wingman. You know what? Where the fuck is she? He was streaming yesterday. He streams really often. Let me mute this tab. But... oh, this isn't the right spelling, is it? Okay, so Fran, I'm gonna give you links, okay? Because when I think of guys with good voices, there's two that immediately already came into my head. One is Wounds, because he's got that deep corpse kind of voice, Corpse Husband, where it's like really deep but naturally deep. And he's a little gothic, but he's one of those streamers that even if his chat's super big, I can send chats and he semi-regularly responds to me. I like him, he's pretty cool. And then Sam Hain VT has a bit of a, not a sillier voice, but more of a The Mask If It Were Horror kind of vibe, I guess, where he's silly, he's funny, but he's got a very nice voice. I like listening to him talk. And he's a little smaller. He's not as big as Wounds, but... oh, River's streaming right now. Come on, update. Twitch, I need you to update. I need to see River. River! River! She's doing art. Ooh. Send a little newt in there. I know they know I'm live. I might avoid the second one. I don't like horror things all that much. Okay, yeah. Wounds does a fair amount of horror games as well. Unfortunately, I like horror. But Wounds does occasionally do other stuff, and Sam Hain also hosts, other than horror games, he hosts, like, these music nights, and then sometimes, like, he'll just have chill little YouTube watch together nights. So even though he's horror-based, he does have some chill stuff. Let me see, hold on. Who the fuck? Who the fuck else do I watch just because they're hot? Hold on. I feel like that list should be bigger than what I am making it out to be. going through my channels. Oh, this is one. This is 100% one. I know for a fact you are just one of the hot guys. Even though he's got a horror vibe because his name is Nightmare Nexus, he's done Pico Park, he's done Dungeons and Dragons. I know when I was watching him, he was doing classic game streams. Lurking even when streaming? I see you, clown. Yeah. And I'm giving Fran hot men. Except I need to find ones that aren't related to horror, and I'm having a very hard time. Adonis... Adonis is... Nah, not Adonis. Let me... You know what? There's one named Big Bees. He's got a really nice voice. Oh man, it won't show me anyone else. What the hell? Hold on. I'm going through my last few. Oh, wait. Wait. You. Are you? I think I saved this guy for his model. I can't remember what his voice sounded like. When was his last stream? 3 days ago. And he did Tekken. I'll go ahead and I'll list this guy as well, but I do not remember what he sounds like. I don't know why. For the life of me, I can't remember what he sounds like. Shh, lucky, let Dev give me links. Sounds familiar as the beat 'em up speedrun guy? I'm not sure. I just know they're a smaller Oni VTuber. I like, there's a lot of accounts I have just because the VTuber model's pretty, I'm not gonna lie. But once I started like going into the chat, no matter how pretty your model is, if I don't like watching your streams, I will unfollow you. Latest noms. Alright, we're gonna switch tracks, because if my brain starts getting bored of something, then I need something new. Anyway, those are the guys I can come up with for you. Enjoy men. I will spread men around. I love enjoying men. Though I will say the men I've been listening to lately you can't find on Twitch. I actually found one guy with a really nice voice, but he hasn't done content since 2023. So I'm like, no, did you quit content? Like, why haven't you been doing content? Have you been focusing on your job? Like, I understand, but also, damn it, you were so good. I do like fighting games, so I insta-followed the last guy. That's super valid. I don't know how often he plays fighting games. I just know he played Tekken 8 recently. I love fighting games, but once again, like puzzle games, I'm really not good at them. I don't know why I like them so much when I just... Ooh, I need to roll an ad for pre-roll. Man, an hour and a half already? Alright, so what you guys are actually gonna do with me... What you guys are gonna do with me is we are going to figure out what the hell I'm gonna eat later. After I end stream. Because... Okay, you know what? We'll do that after I actually figure out what is the next thing I'm gonna stream. Other than my Monday stuff. Monday, I don't have to figure out anything. Kurt and Lunar decide, ask me if it's okay, I say okay, and we decide what to do. Which reminds me, I actually need to message them about that. Oh shit, my calendar. I was in the middle of updating my calendar and I went to go look at it and I realized I didn't update it yet. Oh, I need to let's see. I have to update my schedule because I have a shift that I did not write down. No, I don't want to look at the deliveries to the store. I'm not at the store right now. Next week, next Saturday. Okay, it is 2 to 8. Cool. All my other days. Ooh! My schedule for the next week came out. They've been doing the schedule super far in advance. Thank God. Interesting developments. I have a day off that I definitely would have... I don't ask for days off super often, so sometimes I just pray I get a certain day off, and I will, and I'm like, oh, it was meant to be. I also need to get better at streaming after work, because I definitely have the time. It's just I feel like I don't have as much energy, and then after that I want to, like, the little energy and time I have after work I want to dedicate to people and, like, to talking, like, to my lovelies. But no, I need to dedicate more time to streaming if I want to actually grow as a streamer. But I still have to balance talking to my girls. So I'm still figuring that shit out. That shit's hard. But I do work on one day I would prefer not to work. It's not a bad thing. I just would have preferred not to work that day. Plus, I don't mind getting... I like being scheduled more hours because then I don't mind being cut as often. If they don't schedule me that many hours and they still need to make cuts, they know when I'm there, I will almost always say yes to being cut because I'd rather be at home and I can stream or I can make sticker designs. If I'm not at work, I have my side jobs. Other people do not have side jobs, they just have the one. But I still struggle because that's my constant income. Everything else is hit or miss income. And it's just... That's just how it be. Let me make sure my grandma also has my work schedule, actually. Because she needs to know why I'm up so ungodly early sometimes. So she has up to tomorrow. She doesn't even have next week's schedule. Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna give her the schedule for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, phone, I get you. Oh, shoot. This week I'm also supposed to... Let me... End a message. Some friends. I have a problem with micromanaging my time. There we go. Because a friend of a few different years that doesn't message, we're both bad at messaging each other, but we're still friends. And they finally reached out to me after a couple years of us not really reaching out that much. And they were like, dude, I really miss hanging out, because we used to hang out semi-often. So I want to hang out again. But it's mostly just because she does some really intense college courses that literally she has to study for almost 24/7. And then she's also got a boyfriend, so she's trying to spend all her spare time with her boyfriend. And I get that. I'm that way with my girls. So, no shade. But she finished finals, and she has a week before summer classes kick in. So she's like, this is the 1 week I have free time. And I'm like, bet. We'll have to make time somehow. Oh, you know what? because a friend had a birthday party, and I RSVP'd, but then they ended up changing the date and the time to a time where I'm like, man, I'm at work. Where the dinner starts at 6 and I get off work at 6:15, but I'm pretty sure they live on the other side of town. So I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can make it, even though she was like, well, you can come as late as you want. I don't care. And I have a gift, so I want to drop it off. I have a gift. I have a couple of friends where I have gifts from Christmases and birthdays that have been canceled, and I've never been able to give them their gifts, and they're just in my closet. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep adding to the pile. I hate when stuff gets canceled, especially when I have something to give people. I have one friend I owe a lot of gifts to for birthdays, for Christmases, for things I've just promised them, and we just never... They're busy, and then whenever they're not busy, I'm busy, and they're also super tired all the time, and they're dealing with their own inner demons, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to bug you. And also, they don't live super... They did not live close to me before. I think they live a little closer, but it's still kind of far away. I need to actually ask a mutual friend for her address so I can try to drop off gifts. Well, I guess I could ask her for her address, so I can also ask her for her schedule, but she doesn't answer me as often since she's busy, and I can't text her during her work hours because she's not allowed to look at her phone. Like, her work is way more strict about that. So... Oh? I like the song, hold on. You know what, actually? I'm saving this one, actually. This one's a good one. Honestly, when Discord threads first came out, I was not into them. Now I'm super into them. They help me organize everything so well. Now that I know how to use them. Oh, is River making more nuggies? Oh, River's making nuggets. Now I'm just watching River. Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Oh, Shade Theru. Hold on. You know what, Fran? I have 2 more men for you. 2 more men I thought of. One is still technically more horror adjacent, and one is half VTuber, half real ass man. Because right now he's doing a real ass man stream. Because he's, oh my god, Sir Ethel. He's actually cosplaying his Sir Ethel, his fucking, his like knightly, like he's got armor. Oh my god. Which he's a very Ethel's super well known, and then Shader is way smaller. But those are also 2 more men for you. We love men. Shaderu gives me like Deadpool vibes anytime that I see him. Let's see. So what we're gonna do for the rest of this stream, we're gonna figure out what the hell I'm gonna stream next time and what the hell I'm gonna eat after stream. And then I think I can call it a successful day, I think. I need to be a little easier on me for doing shorter streams. Because if I can do shorter streams but more often, that would be better for me. Let's see. Run another ad. Rah. So trying to figure out what my next stream is going to be is the first task that we have. Let me look at future stream notes. Ooh! Ooh, I do actually. One of my notes, because Longsword a long time ago got me the Sword and Shield DLC and I never played it. I want to go back and revisit it, but and I also want to play more Scarlet Violet, and I want to finish Tears of the Kingdom. There's so many Switch games I want to finish because I want to get my money's worth out of them, and I enjoy them genuinely. And I want to play more Animal Crossing. But the sticks have some mad shift, so my sister is currently trying to fix them. Once they get fixed, though, I raise my eyebrows. And then in my notes, I actually do want to start a little RPG game called Wolf and Rabbit. I'm back, just started my coffee. Welcome back. And then if I open... There's also some games I would rather record so that I can cut stuff. Just in case it's a bit too intense. Like, I don't actually... Oh, no, do not pin it. Unpin. Mute. Welcome to the Game 2 was recently, not recently bought for me, but it was bought for me at one point. And it's super scary. I don't think I could play that game alone. I would need help. I would need chat or something there with me. But I want to play it. That one's the more intense of Welcome to the Game 1 and Welcome to the Game 2. That one's more intense and also very difficult. So that one I feel like is one that would make me a little inky. A little inky. Uno is a group game. Oh, and then Undertale. So I do want to, which I might do this for 200. I want to go back and replay Undertale and do another pacifist run, because when I did the first pacifist run and all the other runs I've ever done were on my sister's library and my sister's computer. I want to replay Undertale and Deltarune for stream on my computer, so that not only it records that I have in fact played this game, but I can relive a lot of the memories that I had. Because this game is very important to me. I love this game. And then also what I want to do is Undertale Yellow is a thing. I want to have a day where I replay Undertale and then play Undertale Yellow. I'm super tempted to buy Uno in a sale just to be able to play with y'all at one point and suffer because of betrayal with that game. That game is toxic. Uno is toxicity in a game form. Nothing is safe. So Wolf and Rabbit I'm trying to look for games that have a category so that I'm actually playing a game. Toonstruck has its own category. Oh my god. A lot of the games I have and no one is playing. Oh no. What about now? I'm really curious because Stardew is still popular. How many people are playing Stardew Valley right now? So many people are still playing Stardew Valley. Oh, Amelie just started streaming. Oh, and Jumbo Biscuit. Another clown. It ain't as toxic as Mario Party, but it's pretty up there. Speak for yourself. I feel like Uno is way more toxic than Mario Party. Stardew Valley is so popular, yeah. Alright, we're gonna do the next song. Oh, alright. Alright. But yeah, there's a lot of VTubers playing a lot of live people, a lot of VTubers, like PNG tubers, everyone loves Stardew. And then Lucky and River have gotten back into Stardew, or have gotten into Stardew, so it makes me want to get into Stardew. And I've also said, like, if you guys ever need someone to play with, I will play with you guys. I love Stardew. As much as I don't play it on my own very much, I do love this game to pieces. I get bored after a certain point if I do not have enough tasks to do. Oh, Chippy Dokey. But, oh, Jules. Oh, and Bunchada. Oh, a bunch of people are starting to stream now. Now, who the hell else? What other games? Lucky and River shared multiplayer save file last week, and Lunar had a couple Switch streams. Yeah. I know Kurt wants me to play a Sonic game, and I do have Sonic Generations on, I have a lot of my games I have through Family Share, so I would have to coordinate with my sister if I want to play half of these darn games. But. I do wanna. I think I keep coming back to Wolf and Rabbit. I want to figure out because it looks like an RPG Maker, like cute little possible horror game. Hold on. RPG indie adventure casual RPG Maker horror anime. Yeah, like I do not know what this shit is about. And I want to. It's kind of like a Little Red Riding Hood deal, I think. But the style is also just super cute. Because, you know, it's RPG Maker. I love RPG Maker. And I played Angels of Death. So, like, I love these kinds of games. And I don't care how dark they get. So I've decided with myself multiple times this is going to be the next thing that I stream, but I keep having to reassure myself that that's the right call. Just because I'm in such a rut. I've tried starting multiple times, but I don't think I quite get it. I played it some hours, but that was it. It's definitely one of those farming games that I get bored of semi-easily. So I have to only play it in little microdoses. But it is a good game. I personally like it for, like, playing with friends more than myself, but also it's getting lost in monotonous tasks. That is the game. It's just getting lost in very boring chores. But they're not boring if you don't think they're boring. It's really weird to explain. Alright, so I think my next stream, if I don't do the randomizer or a 7 Days to Die stream, I will start Wolf and Rabbit. And that'll be my next, like, I'm gonna play this game to completion, and I'm gonna... If I really, really like the game, I'll try to find all the achievements, because that game has achievements, but if I don't... If I just, like, oh, I liked it, that was fun, I'll uninstall it. And you know what, another thing I need to be a little better at is I like leaving Steam reviews, but I rarely do it, and I only want to do it if I played through the whole game, or a good chunk of the game. But often I will undownload a game and forget to review it. Let's write some Steam reviews, guys. I got super into Disney Dreamlight, it's basically the same mentality. Speaking of Disney, now that I have my PC, I need to boot that up and do the Daisy Duck update. Oh boy. Good luck. I've heard that game is fun. And some games, they're just chores and tasks, but you happen to have fun doing them, and that's how that be. Alright, so I left a review on Yume Nikki because I'm not gonna re-download that one, but I did play it for stream once. What's another one? I believe I did in fact review Tex-Mex. Yeah, I reviewed this one, so. Because that one was a funny little game. It reminds me, there's some stuff I actually need to. Let's see. It's a great game, definitely not for everyone, but pretty fun to unwind and put a podcast or stream in the background. I love games like that. That's like kind of like Slime Rancher for me. There. Omega Labyrinth Life, I have posted something for you. Did I review non-binary? I reviewed this, yes. Okay, cool. No, not my downloads. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Did I ever review that one? Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog has been. Hold on. The fuck is this? Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Alright, that one doesn't really need a review from me. Will it not let me review this game? Or did it say I didn't play it? Because it'll only let you leave a review if you've actually quote-unquote played the game. I'm pretty damn sure I played it. Oh, Hive Swap Friend Sim. Here we go. There we go. Then Helltaker. There. So there is Helltaker, which I've definitely played, so I could do that. Grimm's Hollow. Did I ever review this game? I didn't. Alright. Grimm's Hollow, super fun game. That one's good. Play another ad real quick. I'm just gonna put it was fun while it lasted Jason for the Jason game. The Friday the 13th, the game. So I did my Friday the 13th puzzle game. Aeronoctus. let me leave a review on this one? Yeah. Leave a little review for Don't Starve. What? I have to own it to post a review. Fuck you, Steam. It's valid enough, I guess. Hi, Bo. And I'll post a little review for Among Us. And I might, because I can always re-download some of these games, so I might undownload a lot of these games I'm not going to play right now, and I can re-download them later. Like, these games right here, uninstall. Uninstall. I'll reinstall them when I actually am going to get to them. There's some games I always want in the back pocket. But some of these games... Oh, you know what? Some of these games I've already played, so I could leave a review and technically uninstall it, because I'm not achievement hunting in Outlast. I love you, Outlast. I am not achievement hunting in you. That would be pain. I'm not doing that. Rotation! Oh, I love those emotes. Those emotes are cute. I like them. Rotation. I am also mentally rotating right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave a review for Outlast. I fucking love Outlast so much, so it hurts me to undownload it. but I am going to undownload it. Only cans I only have because it keeps me sane. I never play Monster Hunter World. I'm gonna undownload it. As much as I love Hooked on You, I think I'm probably done playing it for now. I'm gonna undownload it. Just because I don't play it, really. I'm debating on undownloading Golf with Friends. But some games I don't want to undownload because I play them with other people. Security Breach I feel like I need to go back to still because I haven't completely finished it. Elden Ring I wanna get back into modding it so I can actually play the damn thing. There's a lot of games here I want to play, but I either want to play them for stream or with someone specific. I think if I starting from the bottom of the list, leaving reviews, and then getting rid of them on my downloaded list, and then I put them in my other library of like uninstalled games, I can start going through more games that way. And I'll be a little better at this, I think. I don't think Kurt would like the idea of anyone uninstalling Elden Ring. He's aware that it's not my favorite, unless it's modded. Alright. So now it's just time to figure out what the hell to eat. plane outside? Jesus Christ. My vote is pizza. It's a family tradition to get it every Saturday night. My only issue is I have to make dinner because I'm trying to save money right now. So while on one hand I technically have the money to get... Oh, but if I get something I can... Ooh, Cane's is free delivery tonight. Ooh, I kind of want Cane's. Ooh. If I get Cane's now, I can make something small later and not feel so bad. Also, if I get Cane's, I can have more cane sauce for sandwiches. I love using cane sauce for, like, specifically egg sandwiches, but I love using it for sandwiches of all types. I can have shrimp with cane sauce later. Oh my god. Wait. Me, I don't want to be lazy, I need to cook. Also me, I can just order Cane's. Sounds great. Or like garlic cheese toast. Cane sauce. So Cane's is like a chicken place, and they have a sauce that's like it's almost like a pepper ketchup with other stuff mixed in there, and it's so good. Can't go wrong with a grilled cheese and soup. You know what? I haven't had a grilled cheese and soup in a long time. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's like it's an orangey kind of tangy kind of sauce. Ain't grilled cheese and tomato soup basically another form of pizza? Basically, yeah, it's got the same ingredients. You know what? If I really want canes, let me see how expensive it would be. Ooh, my friend gave me her address. Hold on. How far is that from me? Avoid highways, avoid toils, avoid ferries. Oh my god, she lives an hour away. Oh no. Alright, I don't think I can make my friend's birthday. Damn. You know what? Yeah, hold on. How... I got distracted. How expensive is Canes? I'm in a Canes mood. Every time I send one of my friends puns over Instagram, they're like, delete this message. I hate this. But yeah, and me and my sister have this ongoing thing where we will order food for each other. If we really like, if we really want the food. Hmm. How much is it? Substitute coleslaw for the sauce, so I don't have to get an extra sauce. Let's see. What is my music doing right now? Video paused, continue watching? Yeah. Yeah, I would like to continue watching. Also, not me still lurking in Riverstream. No. I think I know who I'm raiding after I'm done. Oh my god, it's 2.5 hours? Jesus. So how much is this? If I get this order, oh, it'll be like $40. Fuck. I'm really craving canes though now. Time to look at the bank account again. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind if Adobe hadn't taken out basically 65 freaking dollars. What am I... Because let me see, what's my... My next morning shift isn't until after my next paycheck. Ah, but still. Okay. So I am not going to be able to make my friend's birthday party, but she understands, so we'll plan for a Saturday morning someday in the future. Especially now that Canva bought Affinity, right? Did they? I know Adobe, no matter who the fuck, they always get more expensive. I don't know why their prices keep rising. They have no right to keep doing this to me. But I use them as a tax write-off, so it's not the worst. I actually got a decent amount of money knocked off my how much I owed the IRS because I considered them a tax write-off. But. I'm not ordering food. I don't have the money. I really like the Affinity tools as an alternative to Adobe. Yeah, one of these days I'll switch off of Adobe, but I'm so deep in their fucking web. They're mostly what I use for everything. Like I use Premiere, I use Animate, I use Illustrator, I use Photoshop, I use Dreamweaver, I use InDesign, I use... Well, that's why I have the suite. I use too many fucking programs. Fucking audio or whatever, Audition. After Effects, I use that one a lot. Animate, which replaced Flash, I use that one. I want to learn, I've used Fresco before, I want to learn Dimension and XD. Stupid Media Encoder, I hate you, but you're necessary evil. I want to learn Character Animator. They're just like Apple dragging you into their world and refusing to let you go. Yeah, that's me with my Mac right now. My Mac is so easy to use, but it's so expensive that replacing it is such a nightmare. Either way, I'm gonna have to figure out dinner soon. I am starving. And I don't want to use my emergency meals on a day off. I want to use them on a day I have to work and I don't have time to eat. I made a tuna sandwich and mashed potatoes earlier. So, like, I don't want to make a sandwich. I've got noodles I can cook. I can make like a stir fry. I always overdo it with stir fry though. What's in my food? Because I want to use stuff that I already have the ingredients for is my main issue. So, like, I have a lot of soup bases and a lot of basic ingredients. I have a lot of spices. I have, obviously, flour and cornstarch and basic stuff like that. But the actual main course food items, I don't have that much of. And even the frozen food I keep for emergencies when I can't think of anything to cook. I've already used a majority of it. So I mostly just have some frozen vegetables. I don't have any meats. The only meat I have is frozen shrimp. But I've been eating shrimp quite a bit lately, so anytime my brain's like, do you want to cook shrimp or just eat shrimp? And my brain's like, not really either, honestly. Unless it's cooked a very specific way. So... because the tuna was a protein, because I like proteins. I love proteins so much that aren't nuts. Any protein that isn't a nut is my favorite. And I know there's fideo noodles, but I need to learn how grandma makes her fideo. Because she puts a shit ton of like vegetables and shit in there. If I make shrimp stir fry, I guess I can make the lo mein noodles and just keep it to shrimp, cauliflower, and maybe some bell peppers. I've got some frozen bell peppers, I think. An onion. We definitely have onion. I think we have some potatoes. I've heard that nuts are now portable. Can you even compare the power of a portable nut? Oh man. This just in, you can take nuts anywhere you go. But only 2 of them. I don't know, I constantly leave my nuts at home. But those aren't the ones for eating. I know Kurt always has some on him. But again, those aren't for eating. Oh, this is a nice chill tune. How much of this playlist have I even gone through? Oh! River got raided a little while ago. Hold on. I've got to catch up. Acid was there. Now Fran is putting the goose in jail. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my god, that was a big raid. Bibinka Bear. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to check them out. Hold on. Now I'm stalking people. Cause this bear model is so cute. Wait, I'm following this person. And they do hand cam streams and like art. Oh, I'm following them. I'm following them immediately. Babinka Bear, you have a new follower. Yeah, about like 50 people. Yeah, no, like just a shit ton of people. And there's like 38 people still watching. Like, hold on. It was rating with a party at 32 and there's 38 people in here still watching. So that means they've got good retention. Because this seemed to be a little while ago. Not a little while ago, but semi-recently. Hell yeah. Such a huge model. I hope I have some news about something like that to share soon. I mean, what? Oh my god. A video has a PNG tuber in the works. Do you have a model in the works? I squeamed. Oh my god, the sea bear. Since February. Oh, so this is something that's been an ongoing, like, project. I fucking love this stream so much. Anyway, I need to go make myself dinner. I haven't quite reached 3 hours, but we already know who we're raiding anyway. You guys know we're going to go raid River. And I'm going to attempt to make either lo mein, or if I give up, it'll be a soup day. So you can never go wrong with soup. That or I'll stare in the fridge for 5 minutes and maybe come up with something new. Like, a couple days ago, I made Brock's cream soup. From the first Pokemon movie, I found a recipe online for a vegetable cream soup that looked almost the same. And honestly, for the first time of me making it, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. I've been on and off since the artist had quite a hectic schedule, and I asked them to prioritize themselves as I didn't have a set deadline, but we've made progress this week. Ooh! Fran, you're gonna have to, like, advertise your debut a lot. Please, I don't want to miss it, if I can help it. At the very least, I need screenshots. You gotta spread that shit around. Exciting stuff. I will try. I'll do it for you if you don't, and I'll be louder than you could ever be. That's a threat. Love yourself. Accept yourself. Alrighty. We are going to raid River, mostly so that I have time to cook, and also talk to some people, possibly before I do that, because I know I'm going to talk to them after, but you know what, we got some stuff done today. It was a nice chill day, where we mentally just organized ourselves, and it was sweet. We talked. I love little just chatting streams. They become my favorite thing. I've become a just chatting streamer. I thought I was going to be a gamer variety streamer. I feel like I'm leaning into just chatting and craft streams now. That's just how it'd be, though. Hopefully next time, I know that my next stream will be Monday night, and I don't know what we're playing with Lunar and Kurt, but both of them should be good to go. So, you'll see the gang, the usual time, usual bat time, usual bat channel. No thank you, Fran. All of you attack River with love. You know what? Raid message is gonna be... Eat the nuggies. Because she's making nuggets. Everyone feast. Feast, my children.